Hey, this is Betsy from Classroom Teacher Resources. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my smartboard. Hey everybody, so I am lucky enough to have a smartboard in my classroom. I got mine through a grant through my state and district, and I use it for everything I teach in my classroom. Doesn't matter the content area, we're going to have a smartboard lesson that goes with it. I have a few things that you need to consider if you have a smartboard or are getting one. One of the nice things that my district did is they mounted the projectors on the ceiling in every classroom that had a smartboard, which has been great. You don't have the shadow issues nearly as much if your projector is up high and mounted. Some smartboards do come with swing arms for their projectors up above, which also eliminates a lot of the shadows. But if you just have a projector sitting on a desk like I used to have, you can make that work too. It's just a different training for kids about where they need to stand to be able to see around the shadow. Other considerations is the height of your smartboard. I teach in a 4th grade classroom where I have some students that are as tall or taller than me, all the way down to, I've got one little miss who's barely 4 feet tall. So I had my smartboard mounted where even the shortest students can reach the top portion of the whiteboard area. You may not have that luxury of being able to decide where your smartboard is mounted, but one great tip for smartboards is that you can shift that toolbar to the top or to the bottom, so some of your smaller students can reach it. You can see my toolbar up here at the top, and now I can shift it to the bottom where my little miss Tatiana can actually reach all the tools if she's up here using the smartboard as well. Some of the other considerations for smartboards is you need to think about your students and what expectations you're going to have for them using it and touching it. I have to remind my students almost on a daily basis that if this light is on the smartboard, even if the projector's off, it is still controlling my computer. It was quite a bit of a learning process. They think that if the projector's off, that they can go ahead and touch it, but several times they've kind of messed up some things on my computer because they were just playing with their fingers all over it. So that was a little bit of a learning process. The greatest things about smartboards is the fact that you can use color, photos, video, and sound so easily integrated in a program like that. And those are ways to access different learning areas in a child's brain for deeper understanding of the content you're trying to teach. I can't say enough how this smartboard has become so integral to how I teach students. It is such a great, engaging tool to use. Look for future videos coming up on how I use my smartboard in my classroom and some of the things I do with it. Hey, and if there's something specific you want to see having to do with smartboards, write it in on my Classroom Teacher Resources Facebook page, on my website, or just respond to my Classroom Caboodle newsletter. Hey, this is Betsy from Classroom Teacher Resources. I'm going to talk